Absolutely. One of the worst. Let's talk about Ninja Kamui.
Ooh, that was bad. That was bad business.
When you think of like this legitimately, I'll leave it to AD to kind of like give the final verdict because you're someone who's like you see
AD
the
always finds the good in everything. He
yeah,
finds the
yeah,
yin and the yang.
good in this, but Ninja Kamui was nah.
That was
You know, once you bring
that
in
was a
mecha,
big pack of ass.
yeah, it started out. I don't even know how it started. I guess it started out with potential, but then it kind of wasted all of everyone's time, is what I would say. AD, what are your thoughts on Ninja Kamui if you watch it?
I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't. Just
Good.
because everybody was like, "This is a two pack of ass," and I'm like, "Damn!"
Well,
Like,
listen, as a person who did watch
shit.
it, and I watched every episode because I held on hope. It's it sold us a dummy brick in those first couple episodes. You're like, okay, ninjas,
Yeah,
the no CGI really. It was a lot of hand to hand, and as soon as the mecha aspect got introduced, it went downhill.
it's
It
It
only
went
sounds like
completely downhill.
Yasuke.
yes, it's the Yasuke of this year for sure.
Yeah, and I think that we just got to stop the whole let's mix mecha with ninjas and let's make like it hasn't worked in a couple tries. The
No,
last couple tries. We need to lay it to rest.
no.
But no, Ninja Kamui, I mean Adult Swim in general right now. I
Want to talk
love
about
them.
Uzumaki since you're here? And
Yeah, we were already here. Like I think Adult Swim in general
they got so
have
they I don't know what they've been doing for the past
they
year.
have I think the issue is that they have been over promising and under delivering.
Talk about it.
You get the trailers, you get the names, you're like, oh shit, they got this really weird obscure thing that like oddly a lot of people love. You're kind of like, okay, cool, what are they gonna do with it? And they get it, then they're like, oh, here's a trailer, here's a trailer for the trailer, here's a trailer for the for the next episode, and here's a sneak peek and a snippet. You're like, oh shit, like they got it. Then they dropped the first episode. The first episode was like, oh shit, this is crazy. Maybe the second episode, you're starting to see a little dip. And by the third episode, you're like, okay, what the fuck is this? Like, this is nothing that I wanted.
From what I heard, so I didn't watch it. It was pretty much like the first episode was amazing, and then the second episode was one of the worst pieces of shit that I've ever seen. That's what
And
I,
and
I'm, I'm gonna let y'all finish. I'm gonna just say, Adult Swim. Let me write a story. I got something for y'all. We let us on to the let us get the kid.
anyway.
and
Well,
man, it's just
so
I don't
yeah,
know. It's just a little frustrating. It's definitely it's definitely just a little frustrating. I think that, and I don't think it's always their fault. Essentially, I know that the Uzumaki thing, like it was a studio dispute, whatever thing.
sure.
I think Ninja Kamui was just a dummy brick. Like I think it just fell flat. It fell down like down. Uh Lazarus is next up, and that's next year. And Lazarus is the one that I'm just like, all right, we've all been waiting for this one. I'm time to be back. I'm talking like they bring out the heavy hitters. We gotta see what that I think this is like their kind of their final straw, essentially.
Sure.
Like Lazarus is their like that's their final hoorah, because I don't know what can they do if they blow Lazarus and that looks horrible or feels horrible, or just falls flat. We're gonna have to have some real discussions. I mean, we probably have to have a discussion now, but Lazarus is what I'm putting my money in that pot, and if I go broke on this one.
AD, what you got?
I mean, I'm right there with LJ on that one. Like with Lazarus, especially because like, what could possibly go wrong? Like, what?
Don't say that. There's so much that can go wrong. Oh my god,
What
there's so much that can go wrong.
on them, bro? Like, what could go wrong? Anything. It's that
I
level.
mean,
It's
We
that
thought the same for Uzumaki. And they couldn't even lock down a studio for an entire season. They locked down a good studio for one episode.
I mean, all right, like all I'm gonna say is like I all of
So
these fantasy stories and all of these like things that
Carter,
they got going on, like
Carter, if you need a GoFundMe, please take that approach. Don't just throw it at any fucking studio ever. But yeah, that looked nuts to me. I never watched it, but it looked nuts from what I saw on the internet.